the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Tar Heels will kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Wolfpack offense comes out to get things started in this one. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Bob.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played.
Turning it on! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Finds his man down the middle.
Go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Grab near the marker. It's Fry. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first. Perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Wolfpack will have first and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Firing to the right, complete.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down, because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
NC State has work to do to convert this third down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Fry. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
That's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to...
He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So North Carolina's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Gets it out fast. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. At the 45 on his way. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
The give on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Tar Heels moving quickly to the line. Wants to go up top. It's on target and complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Wants to throw on 3rd. Grabbed in the middle. It's Winston. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UNC!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Takes the handoff. It's Luck. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. Trying play action. Steps away to find some room. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense has it. They're on the move.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. You really try.
Into the house. Touchdown, North Carolina. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Running back searching for a hole. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Handoff to the lone back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
NC State on the move, set up with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's locked. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. From the gun, running back gets the give. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. There he goes. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this running thing doesn't seem to be working. It looks like they're going to have to throw it, but as we know, David, these windows down here, man, they are tight.
Super tight. I think you still got the QB that you can move. You can change the launch point. Try to do something to get guys moving one way. Take advantage going the other direction.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's locked. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Wiggins. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Motion from the wideout. They go to the ground. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Tar Heels decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. No fair catches here, looking for room. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Good, right down the boulevard. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. Coming out with it, it's Wiggins. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They'll open the second half on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Grabbed over the middle. It's Morris. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Tar Heels will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Punts it out of the air. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Fry. On his feet at the 40. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And he's dragged down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit. Forcing that incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
You never know how it happens, but it happens. Defenses lose sight of those big, huge, pass-catching tight ends. You could tell there, maybe bit on the play fake a little bit too much. Lost him for a second. He takes care of the rest and gets the touchdown.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
So difficult, because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Pass the sticks, and he may get more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Tar Heels want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Morris. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Nose is ahead to the 30-yard line to pick up of 1. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Looking for a big gain. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He's looking to pass. Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so is the 2-point conversion attempt. He'll bring it out. It's Eaton. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Fry. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. They'll run the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slipped in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. At the 40, there he goes. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Running it to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Give to the running back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
The give to the back. Touchdown, North Carolina State! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
He gets it into the end zone for the 2 to push that lead out to 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Still plenty of time for this offense, but this probably their final drive, under 2 minutes to play. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll go to the air. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Trailing by a touchdown, this 4th down opportunity is gargantuan. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The Tar Heels will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Caught in the backfield. It's Cantrell. Breaks into the open. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. They'll go to the counter play. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Got a little space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Going to the running game. Got enough for the first down. He smashes his way through again. Touchdown, UNC! He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Eaton. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, we always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you, get yourself in position to win.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Oh, they're after him. Caught in the backfield, it's Luck. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. To the air on first down. Finds his tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Luck. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
They're down to the 35 on first and 10. Looking for room. It's Luck. They pick up half of it. It'll be second and 5. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. Second and 10, really hard. Third and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Here's the pressure. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you've got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked up.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this third and short. They'll try the run. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, NC State.
So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, North Carolina.
And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. It's good. The short field goal for the game. I'm sure they would have liked to have locked up a bowl trip much earlier in the season, but in this particular case, what does bowl eligibility mean for the offseason?
Well, it means 15 extra practices at the bowl game to develop young players. Getting to a bowl game helps your recruiting. It's going to help in the portal, and all of a sudden people are going to get a lot more excited for what's coming next season, David.
Yeah, and I think this squad, I don't think they're excited about the practices necessarily, but a lot of these seniors that have been around, man, they get another dance. They get a chance to play another football game, make some more memories with their boys, so this is a big win to them.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse